Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into a profound and transformative concept that has the potential to revolutionize your life, discipline, and motivation. Which is more reliable? At first glance, you might believe that motivation is the secret sauce to achieving success and reaching your goals. After all, we're often inundated with motivational quotes, videos, and speeches that promise to light a fire under us and propel us towards greatness. But what if I told you that while motivation gets you started, it's discipline that carries the true power to lead you to lasting success? Strap in, because we're about to embark on an enlightening journey into the heart of this mindset, a mindset forged in the intense and demanding crucible of SEAL training. This is not just about physical endurance or military rigor. It's about cultivating an inner strength and resilience that can give you the ultimate freedom to navigate life's challenges and triumphs with confidence and grace. Let's start with motivation. It's the buzzword in self-help and personal development circles. We're constantly told that if we just find our why or tap into our passion, we can achieve anything. Motivation is often depicted as this electrifying force that can jumpstart our engines and keep us moving forward. It's the adrenaline rush that makes you feel invincible when you're embarking on a new project or goal. But here's the catch: motivation is notoriously fickle. It's a fleeting spark that can light up your path in the short term, but it rarely lasts long enough to carry you through the inevitable obstacles and tedious grind of real, sustained effort. Motivation can be exciting and exhilarating, but it's also unreliable and inconsistent. It ebbs and flows, often deserting us when we need it most on those gray, mundane days when the initial excitement has worn off and the real work begins. Think about those New Year's resolutions we all make with such enthusiasm. January 1st arrives, and we're brimming with motivation to hit the gym, eat healthier, or learn a new skill. But by mid-February, the gyms are emptying out, and our resolutions start to fade. Why? Because motivation alone isn't enough to keep us going. It's not designed for the long haul. Now, let's shift our focus to discipline. Unlike motivation, which is an emotional response that can be fleeting, discipline is a steadfast commitment. It's the backbone that supports you through the highs and lows, the excitement and the drudgery. Discipline is about showing up and doing the work, day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. It's about establishing habits and routines that keep you on track, even when your motivation wanes. Discipline is what remains when the initial spark of motivation fades. It's the quiet, persistent force that keeps you moving forward, step by step, towards your goals. It doesn't rely on feeling inspired or energized. It's about making a decision to act and sticking to it. Discipline is the muscle you build and strengthen through repeated effort and practice. It's the key to turning aspirations into accomplishments. This concept is exemplified in the rigorous training of Navy SEALs. SEAL training is designed not only to push physical limits but also to instill an unbreakable mental toughness. Trainees are subjected to grueling conditions that strip away any reliance on fleeting motivation. Instead, they must cultivate an ironclad discipline that enables them to perform at their best, even under the most extreme circumstances. The lessons learned in this demanding environment are not just about surviving the battlefield. They are about thriving in any area of life by mastering the art of discipline. Picture this: it's a M, and you're lying on a cold, wet beach, drenched to the bone and shivering uncontrollably after hours of brutal training in freezing waters. You're utterly exhausted, and every muscle in your body is aching from the relentless strain. You and your teammates have just been granted a brief respite under the protective cover of a small boat, desperately seeking a momentary flicker of warmth and relief. As you begin to feel the slightest hint of comfort, a sudden, harsh command pierces through the night air: get back in the water. No one moves at first. The thought of plunging back into that icy, tortuous hell is unbearable. The motivation to leave your meager shelter is completely absent. You look at your teammates, their eyes reflecting the same dread and reluctance that you feel. Yet, despite the overwhelming urge to stay put, every single one of you drags yourself up and heads back into the freezing waves. Why? Because in the crucible of Navy SEAL training, motivation is fleeting and unreliable. What truly matters is the ironclad discipline to follow orders and push through, regardless of how you feel. Let's dissect this grueling experience. SEAL training is renowned for being one of the most demanding and rigorous programs in the world. It's not designed to test how motivated you are when you're feeling fresh and eager. Instead, it's structured to break you down physically and mentally, to strip away every ounce of superficial motivation. When motivation evaporates, what remains is the unyielding power of discipline. Discipline is the unwavering commitment to execute your duties, to show up and perform, even when your body and mind are screaming for mercy. It's the internal force that propels you to action, no matter the conditions or your state of mind. In the intense environment of SEAL training, the concept of discipline is honed to perfection. Trainees are subjected to extreme stress, sleep deprivation, and physically demanding exercises that push them beyond their perceived limits. The objective is not just to test physical endurance, but to cultivate a mindset where discipline overrides discomfort and fatigue. It's about forging a mental resilience that can withstand any challenge, a discipline that becomes second nature, a reflex. Consider the infamous Hell Week, a 5.5-day test of stamina and willpower where sleep is almost non-existent and the physical demands are relentless. During this time, recruits are pushed to their breaking points and beyond. Motivation, if it ever existed, is quickly extinguished by the grueling demands. What gets these trainees through is not a burst of motivational energy, but a deep-seated, unwavering discipline. It's the ability to keep going, to keep moving forward, even when every logical part of their brain tells them to quit. This principle of discipline isn't reserved just for SEALs or elite athletes enduring extreme conditions. It's a transformative mindset that can elevate anyone's daily life, regardless of their goals or challenges. Picture this: how often have you been defeated by the simple act of hitting the snooze button, choosing a few extra minutes of sleep over the productive start of your day? Or perhaps, despite your best intentions to eat healthily, you've succumbed to the allure of a donut or another indulgent treat. These might seem like trivial moments, inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, but they are the micro battles of everyday life that shape our overall success and freedom. Every time we allow motivation or the lack thereof to dictate our actions, we are slowly surrendering control over our lives. We become reactive rather than proactive, swayed by the whims of our current emotions rather than guided by a steadfast commitment to our long-term goals. It's in these seemingly small decisions, these daily skirmishes against our own impulses, where the real war is won or lost. Now, imagine a different scenario. Imagine you could harness a force more enduring than the transient spikes of motivation, a force that propels you forward even when you don't feel like it. This is the essence of discipline, a reliable internal drive that compels you to take action regardless of your current mood or circumstances. It's the secret weapon that SEALs wield to excel in the face of unimaginable adversity, and it's a powerful tool you can cultivate to transform your own life. The battle for discipline is one we face every day, in countless small decisions that cumulatively define our trajectory. Consider the start of your day. The alarm rings, and you have a choice: to get up and seize the morning, or to surrender to the comfort of your bed. It's a choice between taking control of your day or letting it slip away before it's even begun. This scenario plays out in myriad forms: choosing to go to the gym when you're tired, sticking to a work deadline even when distractions beckon, or focusing on meaningful tasks instead of succumbing to procrastination. Each decision, no matter how minor it seems, contributes to building a habit of either discipline or indulgence. When you choose discipline, you're not just making a single good choice. You're reinforcing a pattern of behavior that strengthens your ability to tackle bigger challenges down the road. It's about creating a foundation of resilience and reliability that you can rely on when times get tough. In SEAL training, recruits face a paradoxical challenge that goes beyond physical endurance and mental toughness. Despite the rigorous demands of their training regimen, they actually enjoy a surprising amount of freedom. They get weekends off, opportunities to explore the scenic beauty of Coronado, and access to the myriad temptations that come with a vibrant social life. This freedom, rather than being a relief, adds a unique layer to their ordeal. The true test of their resolve isn't just enduring the cold, the relentless physical exertion, or the mental exhaustion. It's having the discipline to resist these distractions and stay unwaveringly focused on their mission. It's this discipline that guards them against making choices that could derail their training and ultimately end their careers. This principle applies to all of us, whether we're navigating the high-stakes world of military training or the more mundane challenges of daily life. In our own lives, we must adopt dual roles, the roles of both the general and the soldier. The general within us is responsible for strategic planning and decision-making, setting goals, and outlining what needs to be accomplished. The general decides that today we will work out, that we will finish that project, or that we will stick to our budget. But having a plan is only half the battle. It's the soldier in us who must carry out these orders, regardless of fatigue, discomfort, or distraction. It's the soldier who must rise from bed at the sound of the alarm, lace up the running shoes, and follow through with the plan, no matter how tempting it might be to hit the snooze button or indulge in fleeting pleasures. Successful SEALs, and indeed successful people in all walks of life, have mastered the art of following their internal orders without hesitation. They understand that true discipline isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about making consistent choices that align with their long-term goals and values, even when those choices are tough in the moment. Every day, we encounter moments where our motivation is put to the test and often found wanting. The alarm clock rings and the warmth of the bed seems irresistible. The prospect of a long workout looms large and every fiber of our being protests. The office donut, soft, sugary, and so tantalizingly within reach, whispers promises of immediate satisfaction, tempting us away from our dietary resolutions. In these moments, motivation alone often fails us. It's fleeting, subject to the whims of our mood and the immediate allure of comfort and pleasure. This is where discipline steps in. Discipline is the steadfast ally that guides us through the fog of temptation and distraction. It's the voice that says, "Get up now," when every part of you wants to stay in bed. It's the force that pushes you to complete your workout, to eat healthily, to finish that project, to keep pushing forward even when motivation has long since fled. Discipline isn't just about physical toughness or mental endurance, it's about consistently choosing what's best for you in the long run over what feels good right now. In the context of SEAL training, this discipline can mean the difference between passing or failing, between thriving or being overwhelmed. In our everyday lives, it means the difference between realizing our potential or remaining stuck in a cycle of unfulfilled aspirations. When we cultivate discipline, we train ourselves to see beyond the immediate discomfort or inconvenience. We learn to focus on the broader horizon, keeping our eyes on the prize of long-term fulfillment and success. This shift in perspective allows us to approach each day with a clear sense of purpose and commitment. It helps us to build routines and habits that support our goals, rather than undermine them. Imagine this: you wake up each morning feeling in control, not dragged down by the weight of unfulfilled promises or the dread of missed opportunities. You're not swayed by fleeting feelings or whims. Instead, you move through your day with purpose, guided by a steady, unwavering discipline. This might sound like a distant dream, but it's entirely within your reach, and it all starts with understanding a simple truth: discipline equals freedom. At first glance, this might seem contradictory. How can discipline, often seen as rigid and restrictive, lead to freedom? Let's break it down. When we allow our emotions or lack of motivation to dictate our actions, we become prisoners to those very feelings. We procrastinate, indulge in unhealthy habits, and shy away from challenges. Over time, this leads to a cycle of missed opportunities, stagnation, and a deep sense of dissatisfaction. We become trapped by our own inability to take consistent, purposeful action. However, when we harness the power of discipline, we flip the script. Discipline isn't about denying ourselves joy or spontaneity. It's about making deliberate choices that align with our true desires and long-term goals. It's about creating a structured path that leads us toward our dreams, rather than being swept away by the currents of immediate gratification and momentary comfort. Consider the everyday battles we face. The struggle to get out of bed early to exercise, the temptation to skip a healthy meal in favor of fast food, or the challenge of focusing on work instead of scrolling through social media. These are not just isolated incidents but are patterns that shape our lives. Every time we give in to these temptations, we reinforce a lack of control and a reliance on short-term pleasure. We might think we're choosing freedom by doing what we want in the moment, but in reality, we're shackling ourselves to habits that hold us back from our true potential. On the flip side, when we practice discipline, we're building a foundation for genuine freedom. By consistently making choices that align with our values and goals, we free ourselves from the tyranny of fleeting emotions and distractions. We gain the freedom to be healthy, to excel in our careers, to enjoy meaningful relationships, and to pursue our passions with vigor and clarity. Whether your aim is to get fit, advance in your career, or simply lead a more balanced and fulfilling life, discipline is your most powerful ally. It's the steady hand that guides you through the chaos of everyday life, helping you stay focused and on track. Here's how you can start harnessing this power today, step by step. 1. Set clear goals. Begin by defining what you truly want to achieve. These goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Whether it's losing weight, saving money, or learning a new skill, clarity in your goals gives you a target to aim for. 2. Create a routine. Structure your day around activities that support your goals. This could mean setting aside time for exercise, planning your meals, or dedicating uninterrupted hours to work on a project. A routine minimizes decision fatigue and helps you stay on course. 3. Anticipate and overcome challenges. Life is full of unexpected events and temptations. Plan for these by identifying potential obstacles and developing strategies to overcome them. If you know you struggle with evening snacking, prepare healthy alternatives in advance. If you're easily distracted, create a dedicated workspace free from interruptions. 4. Build incremental habits. Start small. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life at once, focus on building 1 or 2 positive habits at a time. This could be as simple as drinking a glass of water each morning or spending 10 minutes a day on a new skill. As these small habits become ingrained, gradually add more to your routine. 5. Stay accountable. Share your goals and progress with someone you trust. Whether it's a friend, family member, or coach, having someone to support you and hold you accountable can make a significant difference in maintaining discipline. 6. Embrace the process. Understand that discipline is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way. Approach them with a growth mindset, viewing each obstacle as an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. As you cultivate discipline, you'll start to notice profound changes in your life. Tasks that once seemed insurmountable will become manageable, and your sense of self-worth and confidence will grow. You will find that discipline opens doors to opportunities and experiences you never thought possible. Whether you're striving to get fit, excel in your career, or simply lead a more fulfilling life, discipline is your guide. It's not about being perfect or denying yourself pleasure. It's about making consistent, intentional choices that align with your long-term goals and values. Remember, motivation is like a fair weather friend. It's wonderful when it's around, but it's not always reliable. Discipline, however, is the steadfast companion that stands by you through thick and thin. By cultivating discipline, you unlock the ultimate freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. Start today. Be your own general and your own soldier. Make your plans with clear intent and execute them with unwavering discipline. Embrace the discomfort, push through the resistance, and keep your eyes on the horizon of your goals. You have the power to achieve incredible things, and it all begins with the discipline to take the first step. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has inspired you to rethink the power of discipline in your life. If you found these insights helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and strategies on how to harness discipline and achieve your goals. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you're embracing discipline in your journey. Remember, staying disciplined is the key to unlocking your true potential. Until next time, stay focused, stay strong, and keep pushing forward. See you in the next video.